What are your thoughts on volume profile?
Well, it's sort of I think it's like a weaker version of the market profile, right? Because I guess when you're talking about volume profile, you're just talking about specifically like the histograms that are going from left to right, right? So where the volume is at the levels. Now, me personally, when I profile, I also do use volume, which is important to note. Is the traditional way of market profile is that it's all about time. And as the TPOs are forming and it's building out, it's all about how much time is spent at each level, and the value is defined by time. I understand that, and I use that as well. But when I do my calculations, or I should say when my window trader software does the calculations for me, I have it set to volume. So kind of in effect, I'm volume profiling at the same time, but I'm looking at it more in terms of the TPO distributions as opposed to those classic, horizontal volume bars going across. But I'm a big believer in it, absolutely. I mean, one of the things I talk about all the time is like pure profile traders versus not so pure profile traders. And I'll be the first one to admit I'm not a pure profile trader. Classic example of like a pure profile trader is like they are very, very in tune, for instance, with where the high volume nodes are, where the POC is, things like that. And the pure profile trader will be long or short away from those areas, looking for the pull up to those areas, right? That to me is like very pure profile trading, very hardcore. I don't generally do that sort of thing. I'm using the profile more for like as an analysis tool, but I love the idea of it. I'm 100% a believer in it. If somebody tells me, look, there's no chart pattern here, like I have a lot like this, I can just think of right off the bat, a couple of people who work for me in the other chat room, and it's the same exact thing. They're pure profile traders and they pull off that trade all the time. And it's a marvel to watch. It's just gorgeous because they're getting long or short at an area where me looking at the chart would be like, why? There's nothing here. But then, you see what they're showing in terms of their distributions, and they're long here. And let's say the most time was spent here in the overnight session, and it's really wide. And their thesis is, look, here we are, kind of not doing too much in over the course of the day. It's relatively early. We're going to be pulled to here. This is where value is. And lo and behold, 90 minutes later, you're there. It's a beautiful thing.